Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? It's been a minute. Happy to see you. Well, I don't really see you, but you see me. And it is my, um, I guess, love for connecting with you that I feel like I've been gone for too long. And I have stuff to tell you, of course. It's Gemini season. Hey, Geminis, you coming in strong this year, honey. Geminis are coming in strong. And so, I have not done planning with the planets in a minute. And if you love planning with the planets, make sure you join the private community while it's still free to do so. My team got on my case about it being free, saying some type of love offering should be available. But I listen, but I'm listening deeper too. But I know it's coming soon. So listen, we have a lot of great things happening in the portal, which Planning with the Planets is one, unless and until IVTV says, hey, we want Planning with the Planets to return. We're gonna serve it up in our private space. And what else? Oh, and we pray on Wednesdays. We pray special mothership prayers. That's what we call them. So come get on the mothership on Wednesday. Receive this womanhood wisdom that channels through our prayers through one another. We're going to be adding some other things, actually, particularly for those of you who have struggled with the mother daughter healing aspect of the mother wound. I have some new intel to share with you all regarding the mother wound. And I got to get it out soon because this intel is juicy. If you are interested in the intel, let me know. I want it. And I'm already sweating, honey. Look, that's not a good thing. Now my face is a little dewy because of my makeup, but whew, Lord. Oh, look, I don't have to fan like that. Blame it on TikTok. Woo, woo. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sit it right here. It's a cute little design. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit it right here on my. There we go. Woo. Honey, technology and menopause. So while people are loading in, hello, how are you, my love? How are you? Thank you all for saying hello. Tomorrow is my birthday, by the way. Shameless plug. Tomorrow is your girl's birthday. Now, I'm chilling, right? A lot of times I really already have something planned, but I heard somebody capture this whole Gemini season thing real good. They said that Geminis, we are so busy with everything else, planning um with other people because for some reason everybody wants to put all of your graduations, all of your cookouts, all of your new travel. Everybody wants to put it in Gemini season, huh? And I don't know. I don't know about this. We need to renegotiate. So I had shout out to all of my nieces and nephews that are graduating. I want to. The light just went out. I want to say shout out to my girlfriend Natasha Halton and my angel who just graduated this weekend. Shout out to my little cousin RJ who graduates this coming weekend. To Amari Squires and Ari and Daryl Squires on their son. And last but absolutely not least is our son, Carleek Brown, who is graduating, and we will be seeing him. And also our baby boy, Corey, is moving on into high school, I believe. So, yeah. So it's a lot happening in this month. But listen, if we think that we have a lot happening around graduations in this season, nothing is by accident. Okay. So we just came off of a Scorpio full moon during this Taurus season. Now, Scorpio is Taurus's opposite. So you had both energies on the planet, which is heaven, and earth, if you will, or let's say the dark feminine and the light, because Venus governs Taurus, and Taurus is a water energy that is governed, by, some say, had Saturn, and so others, we talk about Pluto, and so it represents a very dark feminine energy, as well. So you have your two feminine energies that we were navigating just a week and a half ago, and so now, the tide is shifting. But the other big talk and conversation is that Uranus is conjunct right now, was conjunct Taurus, right? And is staying in Taurus up until about the 21st, 22nd. And then it's going to station in Gemini. All the while, Jupiter is also stationed in Gemini. So Jupiter has been in Gemini for a year, which means that Sagittarius and Jupiter energy, Sagittarius and Gemini energy was swapped for a minute. Now, Sagittarius and Gemini are each other's opposite. One represents the physical, one represents the spiritual. They represent the other half. And so, if I'm walking down your street and you are Taurus, a Gemini, you are an Aquarius because Uranus governs Aquarius. I'm talking to you specifically because you're going to feel it, and pretty soon you're going to feel this Virgo energy that we're going into, around the new moon. So yeah, okay. And Geminis, make sure you shout yourself out as well in the comments. Now, I don't know where everybody's at, but we want to give them a chance to get in here because this energy is high. It also is a forecast of the future. It is, hey, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Happy birthday to you. Also, Patricia, and any other Geminis as well. And so, where was I? I want to stay focused because I'll get caught up in comments and birthday in with y'all. Okay. Um, where was I? Somebody help me out. Help me out. Where was your girl? Okay. help your sister out. I'm having a menopause fart right about now. So let me take this tickler off because that'll help me concentrate as well. Okay. All right. And for those of you who have been private messaging me, I'm going to get back in the pocket. Don't you worry. They don't last long. They don't last forever. Okay. Okay. Yes, Gemini energy is high. So we'll pick up right there. So it's not just that, right? This Uranus conjunction with Taurus, first of all, Uranus does not move fast. There are planets that move rather slow. And we're talking 84 years. So this move of Uranus is significant. I have said it because all of the outer planets are moving in this season. So that means that those who like to stay fixed, who want to stay still, that means that you're going to be forced to move out of your comfort zone. You're going to be forced to move some energy around a dream, but not even forced. We don't even want to say forced. The forced part is only for those who are resistant, who are set in your ways, or there has been something that spirit has been telling you that you need to do, and you just keep on hemming and hawing and waiting. You're going to receive new inspiration in this energy. Taurus is about your security. And so you may have been contemplating what's your next move that you need to make to secure yourself. You may have been really thinking about that because Taurus represents the security, the grounding, the sensual pleasure energy. The things that brought you pleasure before in this season may not be bringing you pleasure bringing you pleasure anymore. It's time for you to shift something by choice, by conscious choice. A conscious choice is different from just letting it happen. A conscious choice is different from just waiting on the outside information to tell you what your next move should be or could be. This energy that we're talking about is almost revolutionary. It can be disruptive. So, if you know anything about Aquarius energy, any Aquariuses, any people that have Aquarius people in your life, holla if you hear me. Drop it in the comments if you're raising Aquarius children. I say this a lot for Aquarius, but it applies to any sign. All signs have duality. They give us Geminis a bad rap. They try to say we're two-faced. But all of the signs, all of the zodiacs have two faces. A light and a dark, or inner and an outer, a higher and a lower, a dark and a light. Okay, so there's duality in all of them, but Aquarius's duality is, it shows up similar to Leo, meaning Aquarius can be social, it can be the life of the party, it can be all of those things. However, Aquarius can also be one who's a loner, because they don't follow the crowd. They can work with the crowd when it's for higher purpose. They can work with, and they work on behalf of the social order of things. So what does that tell us about what's going on? There is a lot of futuristic forecasts that are or pre-shadows even, that we can expect. We can expect more changes in technology, more information to the point. Hi, how are you, Lois? Welcome and happy birthday season to you. This is also about the future, and so that means that sometimes the information that you feel or have felt and was contemplating and moving slow around the Taurus season is getting ready to shift. And so it can mean that you feel overwhelmed. It can mean that you feel overwhelmed by all of the information. So now what do we have going on? We got the Diddy trial that's happening. And we got people going, attending, reporting blow by blow by blow. Names are being dropped, honey. The names that are being dropped. Some of you all are surprised by it, not me. But I am so disgusted by most of it. I mean, it's more men having sex with men than it is the women. And we're wondering what's going on. But let me tell you all, this is something that in our sacred container that we need to talk about, because it will have you talking. Gemini, be careful during Gemini season that you're not just talking about something just to be talking. No, there's a reason for all of this. There's a reason that a lot of this is coming out and coming into the wash. But it's also by design. All of this is still a forfeiture of your own birthright when we start talking about this. The debauchery. Oh my God, the forecast of Sodom and Gomorrah is next level when we look at, when you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that was happening. I didn't know this was happening. But we are in the end of celebrity season, the celebrity worship and that type of thing as well. Uranus now moving into Gemini in by July, fully in. You have to understand that the energy and the downloads and the information is going to come quick. The inspiration is going to come quick. If you're in a menopausal season like me, don't say, oh, I'm gonna write it down or I'm gonna get to it, because you'll lose it. You'll lose the moment. This is the time, y'all, for you to pay attention. And in fact, there's some of you who are stubborn, some of you who are resistant, some of us. There are going to be some things that show up that you were already told about. Somebody already told you, forecasted, read you, and it's going to come up again. But this time it's going to be disruptive, because you did not listen the first time, or the second, or the third. This energy is about ancient wisdom that was always here being revealed. This is about people waking up. Now we have a whole new genre in theological circles that's called deconstruction. Honey, when we were transitioning out of the traditional mindset through religion and such, we didn't have a lot of worship centers to go to, or study groups or podcasts to deconstruct the lies line by line by line. That's why I'm so honored to be serving as provost of a metaphysical university that is shifting the consciousness and adding to the professions of people with degrees, bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees really soon is coming, because we will be the first metaphysical HBCU rocking in the space with other HBCUs. I'm so honored, because you know why? There are some people who literally need to go to school to deconstruct all of the ways that we've been lied to, programmed, and taught to think. Not only that, we need tools to be able to discern, to unpack, and to translate what we have been told, because it's not that everything is absolutely a lie. It means that it's been coded, and it's our job to decode it. And so how do you decode it if you don't have keys, if you don't know formulas, if you don't understand codology and symbology and the cosmology? How do you understand that the Bible is a book of codes and it reveals itself in layers? And so I love being a part of something so special. And so if you are ready to enroll this fall, this is the season to do it. And you think it's an accident, it's a divine setup for me. And there's a divine setup for you in your life and in your world as well. So, what have you been praying for? What have you been talking about? This is why it's very important that you do not engage low vibrational conversations that go nowhere and don't serve you, serve what you are looking to create and manifest in your life, right? What do I mean by that? If you are, for instance, I have to even say this to some people who, let's say you become a coach, and because your testimony is that you escaped domestic violence, and now your coaching, your counseling, your degree is all centered around domestic violence. What do you think that you are going to continue to create, massage, and marinate in? We're reaching a season where the news stories no longer have value or can serve us. Even me, Lord. There are certain stories before this season that I had to give up in order. I can see it. I can see the process. Who are you without the story, the low vibrational story? Who are you without the pain body? Who are you without numbing the pain? That's what Uranus, Gemini, Taurus, and this entire season is bringing, particularly when we talk about Jupiter. And this is going to happen fast. Now, I know that there are some people who eavesdrops on the conversations that I have and say, well, why do you always have to talk about the planets? I don't believe in that. I'm not, that's not I always think about you, but you don't always think about me and us, and those of us who are, those of us who are healers, awakeners, we always accommodate and translate your non-belief. You come into spaces with your non-belief, asking someone to convince you, to prove you. Well, honey, this is not the season, but you are going to get what you ask for, because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess for everything that you have denounced, and every person who you have made maybe the black sheep, who you have ignored. For those of you who are the outliers, you are the ones with the messages you've been you have spiritual gifts, but you've hidden them because you don't want to be rejected and you want to be accepted. I've been telling you all for almost 4 years, this is your season. Let that marinate. Let me slow down. Do you hear me? Everything that I've been talking to you about regarding the divine mother, the matriarchy, the return of the matriarchy, the black woman as the mother of civilization, the 9 ether beings, it is now happening in common circle, in as common language. But here's one thing that I have to recognize: there's still 85% of our people with degrees who are in sororities. Some people even are priests who don't have the consciousness of what we're speaking of. They may have elements, they may know this, they may be progressive in other ways, but those of you who are the knowers, your knowledge serves you first. You shifting from being a believer to a knower, it shifts you first. But it's for a purpose and for a season, in service to something higher than yourself, in your unique way. You don't have to try to be me or my mentor or that, but we do have elders in our line. There are ancestors in our line, and this energy is highly ancestral. So how about what everybody else is talking about? The plantation that burned down. Now there's debate happening. This is the energy of Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto, by the way, is going to be retrograde for about 5 months, but it's still in Aquarius to the first degrees. The first degrees of any sign means that it speaks to the intensity of the energy. It can forecast and tell you about some of the things that we are going to experience, right? And so buckle up, Chuck. Right? For those who are resistant, who are passive, and people who are stuck on their position. Because when you're stuck on your position, that means you got to be knocked off of it. You stuck on your party. You're part of the 92% of women who are still mad because of the election results. There is a bigger message at play. There's a bigger call to us. There are other pieces of the puzzle to pay attention to, and we're missing the opportunity. But I know I'm not talking to any of you. I'm not talking to any of you spiritual travelers. So, one of the things that I wanted to I want to encourage as I close out this section, right, is this: speak out loud the desires of your heart. I dare say, record yourself as if you've already received the thing that you desire, or record yourself saying affirmations. Find you some music and literally listen to it during this season, almost every day or as much as you can. Get in circles where you can talk through, ask questions. This is the season to communicate, pray, sing, dance with the divine. This is the time to be a scribe, to write the vision, make it plain. This season, first of all, the moment that we enter into Taurus season, I don't care what new moon or full moon or what planetary movement is happening, the May season is designed for you to program your prosperity and abundance. It is a portal, it is a code for you to be able to enter into, but it's also a pivot. It's a portal and it's a pivot. Every May. Somebody just put that in the chat. Every May. So then when you come into a new year, you look at, okay, well, or you listen for, well, what's happening? What's influencing this May? And so we have Saturn on the move. Saturn still is about self. Saturn is about impulses. Saturn energy is moving. It's about time. It's about the calendar. It's about investment of time. Aries is the warrior. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Shanice. Aries is the warrior energy. But if you're at war with yourself, with your purpose, this Aries energy is not letting you go, baby. It's staying with you. It's not running away. It's no punk. So the part of ourselves, I said Bob Marley has a song that says, you're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from yourself. Can't run away from yourself. That's what the message Aries is bringing. In many ways, with us looking at this cycle of all of the outer planets moving, we are also being called to look at the opposite of everything. Everything that you thought was bad probably was good. Everything that you've condemned or been condemned for holds something special in you. It takes a certain kind of spiritual warrior to say, let me by choice look at everything that I have been taught was so bad. Everything. I do mean everything. Y'all drop something in the comments. Try me, test me, prove me. Put it in the comments. Everything. I remember when I first started learning and seeing how we had been so programmed, and how even I, particularly coming from the South around marijuana, cannabis, if people was smoking back then, you would say, oh my God, they're on drugs, only to find out we were medicine men and women who used the sacred plants and herbs to get information, only to connect the dot between the hieroglyphs and the ancient mushroom. And the only way you can read the hieroglyphs is if you're in another state of mind, which used to be our normal preset. This preset now that we're on of survival mode takes us out of God mode. Come on, somebody. Survival mode takes us out of God mode. Survival mode takes us out of creation mode. Survival mode takes us out of supernatural, super cells, supersonic avatar mode. Who am I talking to in here? They're writing about you. They're talking about you. They're making movies about you. But if you're just entertained, you'll go to Sinners and say, I'm scared. Honey, please. There was so many messages in Sinners. We got to do some decodes. Hey, Tony, I wish you could join me. So, that being said, I just want to encourage us to use this season in the new thought tradition. We look at every month with a principle, with a power. The month of May is power. Every month has a power, but this month is power. The month of May is governed by a disciple, a color, and a body part, and it governs the body part of the throat and the mouth. If you want to get those details, please make sure you watch the Rebirth Sunday for the month of May, where we go into that fully. Because I cannot tell you how this is a portal. This is a portal. What are you singing? What are you talking about? Who are you talking to about certain things? There are certain people, even in your family, that are going to want to call you with bad news. I can almost forecast when what's the bad news, because you don't hear from them till it's bad news. But I got I got a crew of hitters When they call, I know, oh, okay, it's time to get it. It's time to do it. It's time. Oh, she said, invest in this. My best friend, honey, when she calls me and she says, nah, she's the only person I let call me T. And she called me, she said, listen, I got something. You need to have this much and you need to drop it in here. And this is how it works. And you're going to get the money back this way. And she's a quiet storm, not on socials, not in my comments all the time. I have friends like that. Do you? I want you to have some friends like that too. We need circles like that. It may not happen in your family. So what you going to do? Wait on them, shrivel up, and wait on them to get it? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something personal. Now, y'all see that they're talking about, mark my word. Somebody in here, tell me if you're going to mark my word. This is halfway prophetic, halfway scientific, halfway decode. I don't know. Half becomes what, a third? But mark my word. They have their eyes. Thank you, Project Safe Storage, whoever that is. They have their eyes on Memphis right now. The feds. Patel has made a statement on Memphis. Well, guess what? Memphis is much, much more than the Memphis that we know, where you think nothing is happening and all of that. Memphis is in alignment with what we have known as ancient Kemet. There's a Memphis in Kemet. There are obelisks in Memphis that are energy grids, batteries. It sits on the Mississippi River. That's mama. That's indigenous territory. And so what they do is the same thing that you see them do in Chicago. They let the violence take place to people, to the point where people don't want to be there, live there. They send in military or military-minded police. And we don't want it. So we start giving up Big Mama's house because the message is it's not safe to be there. And our people who are being used and programmed and medicated through food, sometimes through human meat in these fast food specials and so on and so forth. Yeah, I said it. Are being programmed just like Who Cloned Tyrone, being programmed by the diet. Some of our people are. They look like us, but they're not us. That's on a low vibrational level, but it's also on higher levels of other halls and secret societies and sororities and fraternities and closed spaces. And my battery went off, so I got to go back to the manual. So they look like us, but they're not us, on a low vibrational level, but also with certain degrees and titles and people that we thought were writing for us, that were advocacy for us. No, they weren't. Memphis, they have their eyes on Memphis, and we don't have our eye on Memphis. And I told one of my family members, you better invest in land, some kind of business, because they're coming. And they're coming for all the places that we don't want, because it's ours anyway. But at the same time, I guarantee you, the truth is about to be revealed about who and what Memphis is, just like it is about our identity that's been stolen. This is why we can't give reparations, because you give reparations to people who were transported and who were immigrants oftentimes somewhere, but not when there's been crimes against humanity in that way. But what do you do for the people who were already here? You have to give them back their land. You have to give it back. And rather than give us back all of the stolen land of our people who were already here, they'd rather make us argue and focus on Diddy. and have men who are now under other kind of spells and drugs and baby oil. And then you show them the video and say, look what you did last night. And so now the shame, you shame your men to the point where they feel like they can't do anything else. Come on now. Emma, is this too heavy for y'all? Is this too deep? Because if so, I just pray for another group of audience who wants to listen to this. I think I have so many bougie friends and followers that sometimes what I'm saying, they can not only can they not let y'all know that they're listening, they can be seen commenting, showing up, because when they see me in the streets or when they call me on the phone, oh, you know, I watched your live. Oh, you know, girl, you was teaching. I think my friend, I think I just I think I need to accept that I could have been them. It could have been me. It should have been me. If it wasn't for the blood, but what blood? My blood. Not no blood out there, up there, over there, the blood that I come from, that Taylor blood, baby. Come on now, huh? That's why I oftentimes I endeavor to be a bridge for so many of you who were just like me. You're scared of this science, this spiritual science. Many of you have to have a life event before you say. Sometimes you got to have church hurt, a divorce, loss, before you say, "Dag, I need to do something different." Anyway, I didn't mean to go there, but in our sacred container, we go a little bit deeper, and we do decode, we do use the language, but everything ain't for everybody. And I know these youngins are out here dropping it like it's hot. Y'all get a chance. There's some folks that you should listen to who studied night day, and they break it down scientifically. In the Nation of Islam, we used to call it bean pie scientists. They be cracking atoms. Red pill, blue pill, all of them cheering. Well, really, red pill, blue pill, they are my peers. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now until we're in our sacred container. And thank you, Chanice. Chanice said, I'm picking up what you putting down, Rev. Dale say it's not too deep. Okay. D says, I'm here for it. Okay, now. Cheryl, I know, Reverend Cheryl, of course, I know you are Coach Cheryl. Cheryl, you're ordained, aren't you? Yes, indeed. Okay. You so welcome. So listen, this is a very potent season to use the portal that you're in to really set up the second half of this year, and actually a forecast of 2026. Okay. This is a forecast of 2026. Okay. So this is very important. I want to offer a birthday special as well. It's in the comment section. How many of you all knew that I have my own free human design site where you can go get a preliminary chart from my site? And my free chart has a lot of information that a lot of free charts don't offer. And some of you still may not know what it means, but what I would offer is anyone during my birthday month that schedules a full rebirth, a full blueprint reading, you will have an opportunity to get your human design chart as read as a bonus as well. So that y'all know, anybody that's had a reading with me, put some comments if you've had a blueprint reading. If you want to schedule, get that bonus. We got some amazing things coming, and you're going to be able to tap in and have some more cosmic conversations that are custom and specific to you, specific to your birth date, but specific to you being able to read. And guess what? You can't do that on all of that on Chat GPT. I ran my stuff on Chat GPT and it was wrong. And so some of you all want to do shortcuts and do free. They don't have that down pat. Sorry. So you won't be able to shortcut that. But I also want to share with you all. Those of you all are just coming in the room. Tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm going to be in DC. Anybody here that's watching today is in DC. Will you meet me at Union Temple Baptist Church at 9:30 a.m.? Don't let the name Baptist fool you. This is a very progressive, liberation theology centered church. This is my home church. It's a homecoming for me. I haven't preached there in a long time, since Woman's Day, and it's Woman's Day again. So I'm almost emotional thinking about all of the faces and the people. I hope I can preach this word. And what a word that's moving through me. I pray that you all come, hold space, and also be served. So, and bring some friends. Come turn up, y'all. Come turn up in DC, at Southeast DC at Union Temple's Baptist Church. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Woman's Day is happening and that your girl, the Rev Coach, is coming through. Meet me there. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. For this Woman's Day, the colors are royal blue. I got royalty in my DNA, baby. Huh? Royalty is the theme. So come there and meet me in DC for this. Now, a lot of people, I want to address this really quickly because I know that I cover a lot of ground when it comes to many circles that I'm able to move in and out of. And some people are confused by me still having affiliation with the church when I'm not churchy, when I'm anti all of the programming of church. But honey, it's not I know wherever I go, I am the church. I am the sanctuary. I am the temple, and I'm meeting other churches. I'm meeting other temples, huh? Come on, talk to me. And then we create something that Bishop Carlton Pearson called Azusa, huh? We come together and we raise the vibration so that we can be in service to our own holy I am. And so I understand that there's conscious circles who have denounced truth and metaphysics. I get that. That's you. You do that. That's not your assignment. That's not your calling. But we still are a family and we all serve each purpose, right? There are certain people that are supposed to be revolutionaries. There are certain people that are supposed to be disruptive to show you the other side. And there are some of us who are spiritual translators, who are bridges. See, don't check for my call and check for your own. Don't be confused. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hadn't seen you in a very long time, my love. Good to see you in the space. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Gemini. Okay, look, Dale put the address up. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, no, Lois put the address up. Yes, so all of the family from Intervision, spread the word, tell a friend to tell a friend, show up in your white, show up in your blue and gold. All of my circles from DC government, come on now, huh? If I start the Nation of Islam in DC, when I come to DC, baby, I'm coming home. And it's been a long time coming because of at a certain point I wasn't interested in nothing in DC, okay? After I left, I was complete. So that is also a new testimony as well. So listen, I'm about to close out as well, and I want to share something with you all. Good luck with LaTanya sharing something, doing something with all this technology moving. I do want to share a screen with you though, and I want you to check out my niece is had another podcast episode and invited me to come and to share with her, called Girls Stop Playing. And I want you to send your 30 something daughters, nieces, to check it out. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is just an excerpt of our
The process.
I want to make sure you hear this.
I just completed a process.
Yes, you did.
And I'm so proud of myself.
And I'm so proud of you too.
Listen, I am so proud of myself because I shy away from.
No, they didn't. No, you two didn't. Okay, so we're gonna skip it.
Experiences.
She was saying that she just completed the juicy she rose journey with me. So check this out. I'm starting it over. Is where you get the process, the tools, the instruction, and that type of thing.
Speaking of the process, I just completed a process.
Yes, you did.
And I'm so proud of myself.
And I'm so proud of you too.
Listen, I am so proud of myself because I shy away from experiences, environments, people who put me in a vulnerable position. If I feel like I am not in control, I don't want to be there. Yeah. If I don't have the microphone and I'm standing in front of the room and I'm commanding the attention, I am not comfortable. And so doing this process, this rites of passage process that I asked you about, okay, you didn't drag me in kicking and screaming. This is something I came to you with, but that's why I'm proud too. It's because although I wanted to do it, it was something that, consciously, this was something that I knew that I needed, I wanted to do. When it was time to do it, I don't know if it's the little girl. I don't know who it was that showed up that was like, no, let me run in the other direction, or let me hide my face, or let me turn my camera off, or let me go to the back, and shy away and just kind of shrink down. And so the first time around, I think because this is my second time at the rodeo. The first time around, I think that I was still very much in my head about all of the things. But I think when I really allowed myself to fully be present, and it took a little minute, even when I was in the room, it took a little minute for me to fully be present. It was like I don't just want to say like a life-changing it was like a transformational experience, to the point where when it was all said and done, and my husband doesn't know what it consisted of, but my feedback to him when it was over of just like, I ain't cried so much. It's so long. I haven't faced the things ever, not even in so long, but ever. I haven't faced that side of me. And it was so funny because months ago I was talking to him about, like, what does this term shadow work mean? Like, when people are always talking about shadow work, what does that really mean? And baby, I came home and said, I have experienced the shadow work. I have done the work. I'm like, don't. And he was just like, I'm so proud of you for doing it. He was like, well, no, first thing he said was, well, why did you do it? Because I was like, oh my God, I didn't say I was traumatized, but I'm like, it was such an emotional experience that I was like, oh my God, at the end. And he was like, well, why did you do it? And I'm like, I did it for my kids. I did it for something bigger than just me, and not just my kids, but my kids' kids. And because of the generational patterns that I have come through, I really feel like I am the chain breaker, truly. And the work, as uncomfortable as it is necessary. Yeah. And that is my experience on the other side of it. So without giving too much away, talk a little bit about these processes that you take women through, because it does go right back into the feminine leadership, and not just leadership in the terms of being a community leader or going out and leading a business, but just like being the leader of your life.
Yeah. So I think that, first of all, I'm proud of you. You represent a population, a culture of women who have disconnected from their feminine, and I call it the Olivia Pope syndrome.
Oof.
So
that would be accurate.
She can fix anything. She can do anything. So Olivia Pope, though, she was significant in public and searching for who she was in private. And a lot of your generation has the Olivia Pope syndrome. They're out there changing lives and get powerful in the front of the room, don't know how to be in the back of the room, and certainly not knowing how to go to the upper room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the upper room is where we go when we do these feminine processes, and what happens is especially me leading with pleasure, because so many of us have been conditioned by religion and by church, one, that it has to look like that, an altar call, pain, and somebody preaching hard to you. Well, what's your desire, and what is it that you envision for yourself? All right, so I want to stop it there and then invite you to go take a look and watch the full thing. Comment there, represent the community. If you are my auntie, if you are, can I tell y'all something? I forget that we're in mixed company some on Facebook. I'm gonna see if I can find this message. This is my birthday gift to myself, and I received a message. I said my aunties, that's what triggered me. I received a message from my uncles, my daddy's brother, who caught me on Facebook. I know you say, wait a minute, I was just trying to digest this piece, this interview you just did. I want you to go watch it. My point is, I forget that sometimes people watch, but here's what my uncle said to me. He's always been the uncle that was the heart. Let me show y'all how the ancestors work. He watched something that I had posted, similar to what you just saw with Coriel. And he said, "Thanks for the message, Denise. Uncle Tony, I know I didn't ask for your permission, so I won't read every single thing. But um I must tell you, no one told me you had obtained the PhD. I cannot be more proud of you. You expressed yourself with knowledge." Okay. Because my uncles represent my daddy to me. So I felt like my father was using him as a vessel to let me know that he was Taylor proud. Okay, so let me get through this. He might be watching now. It might be a Taylor watching. It might be one of my cousins watching right now. But anyway, it says, "I cannot be more proud of you. You expressed yourself with knowledge and maturity that allowed us, without your articulation of the subject, to better understand your delivery. Even when you had to use the term rejection sensitivity disorder or dysmorphia, your delivery touched us in a very intuitive way. You did not get this knowledge and instinct being lazy. Keep your study strong. May God bless you and keep you strong." This is the part that I love from my uncle. He says, "Love you today, tomorrow, and always, Uncle Tony." So that's my daddy's brother. Then, there's been so many other ancestral um, moments that are happening. But I say that to say, share this. There are elders who are touched, who didn't know what they didn't know, and they didn't have language for it. And now, as their nieces, as their daughters, as their sons, we're giving them language where they were muted. We are releasing and liberating them. And what you saw was a conversation like that with Coriel. So go watch the Girl Stop podcast, and you say something about a Tony. Yes. You know, your life, I'll leave you with this. If you are truly free, at a certain point, you get to be a fire starter. Your life should be so much like honey that you start to draw to you everything that you thought was meant to sting you, was meant to is now pollinating you. It's sweetening you. And so it may not come from the way you want it to, but this work, and y'all don't hear me talking about all my programs all the time. You have to ask, or you get in through a reading, because now I'm very clear that this work that we do has to be specific. It's not one size fit all. There are principles that govern us. There's medicine, but how you apply it and the dosage depends a lot on those readings that I offer. So come get a frequency reading. If you want to start with a frequency reading, it's available for you on special during my Gemini season for $97, or come get a blueprint reading. The investment level is different. It depends on the commitment level of you studying to show yourself approved. If you want to just check in on your wellness, honey, that's a message. Come get a mini reading. I guarantee you're going to leave out of there with more than what you came in with. But if you really want to start laying the foundation for building the next step, come and do a blueprint reading. Tony said, if you are truly free. And you're going to start hearing more from people like Tony and others who have actually been consecrated, who have done the work, who are becoming the priestess of their household, not just through titillation, through curiosity, but through commitment. And it is sometimes a price that you pay, but honey, the return on the investment is everlasting. So listen, I want to close out with something else. One last thing. I'm so proud that the mother energy is descending on us in a way that we cannot ignore her anymore. And so my girl, Moo Fresh, can y'all see it? She just put out something that I feel like is going to be my anthem in this Gemini season, possibly the rest of the year. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? All right. I think you can see it. Check this out. I hope you can hear. Let me take.
Ultimate femininity, I'm the perfect no. Oh, never did I pretend to be. It's to your advantage to try to be a friend of me. I work hard, love hard, live through the scars. My thirst is purpose, always bet on me first. Treat me like I'm priceless, that's what I'm worth. Don't turn this gift into a curse, cause I can see the day and the way you see the world. Being a magical black girl is a sin. I can make it right, get it right, take the wrongs, make it right. Superpower, I can realign humankind, make it shine anytime. I'm a superpower. Superpower, baby, I'm a superpower. Superpower. When I walk in any room, I make the vibe change. See the light, I'm trying to make you elevate your game. And I'm so classy, but the good ain't left me. So please don't test me, but mine I'm passion. And I'm a lover my people. And I can see through those blinded by evil. Put on my cape, fly by faith, I will lead you. Like you need me, I really need you. See the day.
Check out Superpower by Moo Fresh, y'all. She did not ask me. This is not a paid promotion. I am just supporting a sister with a message, because it's not popular all the time to have a message that is uplifting, that is truth, that challenges the status quo about womanhood. That is a whole message on superpowers, because we really do have them. And guess who was a forerunner? I know that I'm a woman before my time, so it feels good to see folks now catching up to him. Y'all remember when I did the superpower series in Rebirth Sunday? I know Minister Dana remembers. We did 12 months of you unlocking and activating your metaphysical superpowers. Guess what? That's still on YouTube. Activating your metaphysical superpowers. Go in the section called The Rev Coach Speaks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And listen, I'm gonna get on out of here, but I want you all to subscribe. I want you to connect. Come to the portal. It's free. right now. Get in, at least get in. Come on, get grandmother into the space, into the portal with us. Come pray with us on Wednesday. Show up on the first Sunday of the month. Come on. Do you, if you've been called and you got a feminine soul call, act like it. Stop pretending. Stop acting like you don't know. Become the priestess of your own household. Shift, get juicy, rebirth your womanhood, and join us in the portal, because you are the portal. So you need to be in a community of other portals so that you know that you're not crazy. You're just waking up, standing up, rising up. I love you, honey. And there is nothing what you can do about it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay? I'll see you all soon. I love you. I love you. I love you. See you. Ciao.